There are more than 2 million apps available today in the Mac App Store. And just like you, I love exploring these apps, which are productive, easy to use, and fun. Over the last 3 years, after trying out hundreds of applications and watching hundreds of YouTube content about this, here are my top 10 applications I would recommend to you any day. If you decide to watch till the end, I would also recommend 2 bonus applications which I recently discovered and are fun to use. In case you are here for the first time, I'm Lakshman Raman, and in this channel, we discuss about tech, marketing, and money. If you're into any one of those things, consider subscribing. Let's start with app number 1, Alfred. Watch any YouTube video about the best Mac application and Alfred would simply top the list. And it is for good reasons, I should say. In the most commonly called terms, Alfred puts your spotlight search on steroids. It basically allows you to take full control of your application and the operations within those applications. For example, I use Google Meet for all my online meetings, and I've configured a shortcut within Alfred which allows me to go open Alfred, type Meet C, and it automatically opens a meeting window on my Chrome browser. You have a lot of these workflows available online which you can use in order to control things like adding a reminder, adding a new event to your calendar, or even controlling your Spotify application. The opportunities with Alfred are endless, and if you haven't tried it yet, you should definitely do. I've been using it for the last 3 years, and I think I've used it like 8,000 times or so far, and on an average I use anywhere between 20 to 30 times between the 2 Mac systems I use. So do check them out. By the way, I leave links to every app I mentioned here in the description, so it's easy for you to check them out. Number 2 on the list is Vmaker. Now Vmaker and I have a special bond because I've been working on that product since it was in its MVP stage, a minimum viable product. Now Vmaker has grown so much, it is available as a Mac application, a Windows application, and even as a Chrome extension. It allows you to quickly record screen recordings with those very nice webcam bubble and with your audio and share it with your friends online. I use Vmaker to record all my meetings, and if I'm communicating with my editor to share any of the feedback I have, I simply do a quick screen recording and then send it to him. It makes communication really effective, and there are multiple possibilities with Vmaker. It's also free to use. You can simply go to vmaker.com and start trying it out for free. Oh, Vmaker is also fully cloud, which means all your recordings are stored in the cloud and can be accessed from anywhere, and you simply don't have to download and make a clutter in your own laptop. Number 3 on the list is Edison Email. Have you ever come across an app that made your mind blown away, and then you realize that, wow, this app is not actually famous, but it should be? And that's Edison application for me. I use multiple email addresses for work, personal, email, YouTube, etc. And I just wanted an application which is easy to use, has simple user interface, and is not cluttered. And after trying out around 5 to 6 applications, I landed upon Edison Email. I was surprised that this email client is not as famous as it should be. It has a focused inbox. It offers all the basic things you would need, like having custom signatures for different emails, adjusting the color like bright or dark, whichever you want, all those stuff. And most of all, it is really simple and easy to use. So if you just want an email client that's plain simple and help you manage multiple accounts with ease, you should definitely check Edison Email. I loved so much about it. I even tweeted to the team that, why aren't you guys really famous when you should be? Edison Email is simple, fast, and efficient. Number 4 in the daily usage app list is Rectangle. If you use external display with your laptop, then you know how difficult it is to manage all your window size. Now, if you are using a Mac, there is one default which is available, but it's not really great. So I wanted something which would help me address this, and I stumbled into Magnet initially, but then Magnet was a paid software, so I was looking for an alternative, and that's when I found Rectangle. Rectangle gave me 2 reasons to switch to it. Number 1, it is free, and number 2, it offers better customization compared to Magnet. Especially if you're using an ultra-wide monitor, you can completely take over the screen real estate and use it to your full advantage. You can download it for free from their website and set up custom shortcuts for different window placements. Now, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the list of options you see there, but worry not. You might need only 3 to 4 options. For example, I use a 70-30 for browser and notes, or 70-15-15 for browser, notes, and messaging, or the usual 50-50 screen split. You just have to get the keyboard shortcuts for these 3 and you should be good to go. And if you are a mouse user, for God knows why, then you can simply drag and drop the windows into their position with ease. App number 5 is Wondershare's Filmora. I've been using Filmora since my college days, and it has been my go-to video editor for any sort of videos. Even when I started this channel, I was editing all my videos through Filmora until I finally discovered my editor, who's now helping me edit all the videos you're seeing. Filmora is not free. It only has a paid version because the free version puts watermark on it, so it's basically not a free version. But if you feel the pricing is too much, you can go into Amazon and purchase the same at a discounted price. You have tons of templates, text, transition, effects, everything inside Filmora, and once you get used to this, it's going to be really difficult for you to switch to a new editor. Recently, they also introduced a few AI features like AI Portrait, which helps you to remove your background even if you're not using a green screen. That's pretty cool, right? Filmora helps beginners create professional videos. Check it out. App number 6 on the list is Notion. Forgive me for this. I tried so much to not include Notion here, but Notion has been simply my go-to app since they launched. Like my notes, my calendar, my to-do list, pretty much everything has been around Notion. Even when I started this YouTube channel, I organized the entire YouTube process via Notion. So it would be unjust for me to not include them in my daily dose of Mac apps. But there is one more interesting thing which Notion recently did, which is worthwhile to check them out. It is introducing an AI feature to write all your scripts. No, this script is not written by Notion AI. But if you want to come up with a quick description or quick notes, or you just need some inspiration, you can simply ask Notion's Ask AI and it would write for you. A few months back, Notion's AI did have some problems in terms of the performance, but they have really fixed it right now, and to be honest, of late, I'm not seeing any lags in terms of the performance. So I don't have a reason to switch yet. I'm not gonna speak more about them. You can just go ahead and check Notion out for free. Let's move on to the next tab, Apple Reminders. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Hear me out. Just like people like Marcus Brownlee and others, I was also dabbing towards multiple to-do lists, which would help me to be more productive, effective, efficient, and all those stuff. But in short, I realized something. What do I need from a to-do list? I just need something which is simple, which can sync across all my devices and can also manage time, perhaps. Yeah, so these are the 3 main criteria with which I evaluated all my to-do list. And I realized that every time you're looking for something and every time you keep switching, you're not actually being productive, right? So I decided to stick to the basics, and Apple Reminders has been amazing. Like, I've been using it for the last 3-4 months. I haven't looked back ever since. And with the latest introduction of the OS, they also have a board view wherein you can simply move around the tasks across multiple stages. Apple Reminders is not fancy, but it does pretty much everything what I would need. Sync across devices, create custom lists, create tasks and subtasks, and like I said, with the current OS, give me a board view. The only little thing I would request from Apple Reminder is to see the list of tasks I have completed. Like, it basically transforms into a new list altogether called completed, but I would like to see them, you know, at the end of the list. Probably just move it down a little. It would allow me to feel good, you know, like saying to the world that I did all these stuff and to get a life. Moving on, number 8 is Velja. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I said earlier, I use multiple email accounts, and one hack I've been using in order to manage all these email IDs is by signing into different browsers. Yes, I'm too lazy to switch accounts within a browser. So every time I receive a link in my email or my messaging app, I would want it to open in a very specific browser. For example, if it is a YouTube link, I would appreciate if it opens in Safari because I have my YouTube Premium signed into that email account. That's when I came across Velja. What it basically does is you have to press the function key and then click on the link, and it immediately pops up the list of browsers you have in your system, and you can click on any of the browser and the link opens in that particular browser. This might seem really simple, guys, but once you get used to it, you're gonna use it pretty much every time. It's a very simple app. You have to download it from their own website, and it is completely free. There are multiple shortcuts available. To be honest, I haven't tried any of them, but if you want, you can go ahead and check it out. Like I said, it's simple, but it is really valuable. App number 9, Later. The app's name is Later. Just like the name, Later allows you to minimize all the windows which you have open in your system whenever you're getting into a call, or if you just want to leave your desktop without all these clutter for a while. Imagine getting on a Zoom call and you're supposed to share screen, and you have this innate fear, what if I share one of my private windows? Yeah, that's always inside us, right? What Later does is, with one click, it simply minimizes all your windows and it stores it. With this, you can confidently go ahead and share your screen with others, and once you're done, you can simply restore your session from the same application. If you want to get on a Zoom call next time, don't keep minimizing each window one by one, just click Later. Or should I say, save embarrassments with Later. I think I should stop doing all this stuff. App number 10 and the final application on the list is TempBox. Alright, let me ask you this question and answer me honestly in the comments. Let's say if I tell you that I have a cheat code, link in the description, go ahead and download it, and when you try to download it, I'm asking for your email ID. You immediately know that you're simply opening your emails gateway for chaotic emails coming up. We always have that fear that we would be spamming our own emails, but we also don't want to miss the opportunity to check out what exactly is there on the other side of the gating, right? That's where TempBox come in. It basically gives you an email ID, a temporary email ID with a 40 MB storage. So next time you want to check it out, or if you just don't want to disturb your personal ID with any of these emails, then you can go ahead and check out TempBox. Use TempBox email and then you would receive all your emails inside this application. Now, I'm genuinely surprised this application is available for free, but it is not available in the App Store. You have to go to their website and download it. One simple bug which I faced recently is when I try to click on the link in the email, it's not opening up directly. Instead, you have to right click, copy, and then manually open it in the browser. I think that's something I can live with, considering what good it is doing to my actual email inbox. All right, that concludes our list of the 10 Mac applications which I would recommend for you any day. If you watched till this end and I leave you without telling you the 2 bonus apps, would you go berserk on the comments or would you just unsubscribe? Yeah, I don't want to risk that. Let's go ahead with the 2 bonus applications right now. Hey, but disclaimer alert, these are applications I recently discovered, unlike all the other 10 applications which I've been using for a long time. So if you find any shortcomings, excuse me. The first on the list is Cron. Cron is a calendar management app and it is an alternative to your Google Calendar. It has a better user interface, and my favorite one is that it shows a notification on your taskbar with what is the time left for the next meeting. Cron also gives you default integrations with your meeting applications like Zoom, Google Meet and stuff. So it's basically easy to schedule and share it with people as well. This is brand new in the market. There has been a lot of talk about it. I've just started using it, not as my calendar management tool, but still it is doing pretty good so far. More about Cron in the future videos. Number 2 on the bonus app list is Raycast. Now, Raycast, Alfred has been a monopoly in the market for a very long time, and finally there is a good challenger for it. It's Raycast. Raycast is supposed to be an alternative for Alfred, and I really haven't tried it yet because I'm really happy with Alfred and I don't even have a reason to go ahead and try something new. But this is what we do. We just go ahead and try it out even if there is no reason to do it. So I would be trying out Raycast and telling you about the details in the upcoming video. But if you are someone who is curious enough like me, go ahead and try it out. If you have a list of applications which you genuinely love and use on a daily basis and the world should know about it, please let me know about it in the comments. I would like to make a part 2 of the video with some of the comments you have mentioned in this video. See you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and you know what to do, right? Like and subscribe so I could reach more people with this video. Cheers and bye-bye.